miles with Scott Wiley.
But you mentioned injuries.
Right.
I know you actually had a quite a serious one.
Sure.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, the first serious injury I had, fortunately for me, well, actually, I'll take that back. So I broke my hand,
Okay.
my third metacarpal in college, right before the national championship game. But I still played through it.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
I wasn't going to miss the national championship game.
Right.
So I played through the pain. I got through the pain. It was just fractured. It wasn't displaced. So
Got it. And you were catching.
I
you
was
were
still
scoring.
catching. Yep. I had a little cast over it, and I was still able to catch the football though.
Do you remember? Did you score in that game?
I didn't score, but
Okay.
I made some big
But
plays.
you made some big yardage. Okay.
Exactly.
Very, very nice.
Then when I got to the National Football League, my first major injury was I lacerated my kidney.
Wow.
Yeah. So I thought my career was over. They thought I was going to lose my kidney. I was fortunate I didn't lose my kidney. And I was able to play the following year. I only played 3 games that year, and then I came back from that. And then later on my year, you get the bumps and bruises, the trauma to your body, like stiffness or separated shoulders. But the other significant injury I had was my knee. I lost my meniscus. And my left knee, so I'm bone on bone.
Ooh.
And that last year, it happened at the beginning of the year, in training camp, and I was out for the first 3, maybe 4 games. And I came back because we had a really good team. We had a coach who was legendary. We thought we were going to do something significant that year, which was go to the playoffs, perhaps go to the Super Bowl. And we ended up going to the playoffs, but I played that year in that situation, and I had to take a shot. I had to do all kinds of things, get my knee drained 3 times a week.
Oh my!
Just to play. But I was in year 9 on the field at that point, and I knew we had a good team. And it was again going back to the feeling of football. It was just that feeling that I didn't want to miss, and I was able to play through it though.
I guess I should ask rather than assume, but I imagine it's some just love of the game, or is it just the just never giving up, just that spirit. What drives you in those moments with the pain and with so many things sort of pushing against you?
It has to be the love of the game. I mean,
right?
Because it's not the money. The money's great, but you already have it.
You already got it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't want to just come out and say it, but that's what I was thinking. You've got the money.
Yeah, you already have it.
Yeah.
It's that feeling you get. It's that sense of accomplishment.
Right.
Like for me, winning a national championship, and I was the MVP of that team, and so that you're always chasing that. And you hear it from retired players. They talk about what they miss most, and it's the locker room. So it's the experiences of your teammates, experiences of winning a game together and celebrating in the locker room afterwards, that kind of thing. So I knew we had a good team. We had a great coach, and I wanted to be a part of it. So I was doing anything and everything I could to be out there.
So going back to COVID, like in many areas, that really affected the culture because that key part that you're describing that was the driving force, is temporarily suspended essentially.
Exactly, and I think you look at the teams that had success through COVID. It was those teams that were closer together, or teams that kind of knew each other, and had that continuity and closeness, and those teams were successful during COVID. During the times when we didn't have fans, and it was like Tom Brady and what he's able to do with the football team in Tampa. It's that kind of thing, or even up in New England. It's that kind of thing when you have a closeness of a group of guys.
Awesome. Now, I know you've played with some of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Brett Favre, John Elway, Warren Moon. Mm-hmm. I was wondering if you would oblige me if you would catch one from Scott Wiley. Are you willing?
Absolutely.
All right. There we go.
All right.
Oh, how did I stack up?
There was no spiral.
Oh, ouch,
there was no spiral.
ouch.
There was no spin to it, but it was okay.
All right, fair enough.
All right. It wasn't too far apart, though. I caught it, though.
You caught it. There we go. Exact completion.
It was an accurate pass from you.